How does car finance work in the UK? Can new UK residents apply for car financing? What are the requirements for getting car finance in the UK? If you've just landed in the UK and are wondering how you can navigate the path of owning your own car, you are in the right place. Today, I'll be diving deep into everything you need to know about securing a car finance as a newcomer. From understanding the basic requirements, uncovering tips that can enhance your application, to building your credit score. I'm here to guide you through each step of the process. Welcome to Faith Focus Money, a YouTube channel dedicated to providing you the financial knowledge you need to navigate life in the UK. My name is Amaka Ugu, and I'm a trained management accountant with over 14 years experience working within the motor trade in the UK. Now, moving to a new country can be both exciting and a bit scary at the same time, especially when you need to figure out things like getting a car. Now, I can totally relate, as I was once a newcomer myself, and I remember how confusing the whole process was for me. Now, if you've just moved to the UK, getting car finance might seem a bit tricky at first, but don't worry, it's definitely possible with some help and the right information. Now, let's start by understanding the car finance options available. Now, there are different ways of getting car finance in the UK. Now, the first one is hire purchase. Now, this involves you pay a deposit, then pay off the value of the car in monthly installments. And at the end of the contract, you own the car. Now, you've got your personal contract purchase, which is similar to HP, but it has lower monthly payments and a large final payment if you want to own the car. Now, the third one is car leasing, which essentially is you rent the car for an agreed period of time, making monthly payments until the lease ends. Now, the final way of financing your car would be through a personal loan. Now, you borrow a lump sum to buy the car outright, then repay the loan in monthly installments. Now, it's essential to research each option to understand which best suits your needs and financial situation. Now, I have a video which goes into detail about the different car finance options in the UK, and I'll link it in the description box below. Now, what are the requirements for a car finance application in the UK? For most of these car finance agreements, you will need to provide a set of documents to apply. It's important that you're aware of these requirements so that you know how to prepare your application as soon as you move to the UK. Now, what do you need to get started? When you apply for car finance as a new resident, you will have to have at least one form of valid ID on hand, preferably your passport or a full driving license. The next thing is proof of income. You will need to provide proof of income to show you can afford to pay the monthly repayments. Typically, 3 months worth of payslips if you are employed full-time, or a recent bank statement if you are self-employed. Now, some lenders might contact your employer to verify your employment status. Proving you live in the UK. Car finance companies are looking to minimize risk of lending money to new residents. Therefore, they can check your proof of residence in the UK as part of your application. You will need to provide proof of your address, which could be a utility bill that is less than 3 months old. It could either be a gas bill, a water bill, or an electricity bill. Now, if you don't have bills in your name, your rental agreement or tenancy agreement showing your current address can also serve as proof. Now, all of these will need to show your current address and your full name. It's a good idea to check that they are all recent documents or the lender would need to perform further checks. Now, these requirements are not peculiar to only new UK residents. You will be asked to supply these car finance documents regardless of how long you've lived in the UK and the status of your credit score. But it's always a good idea to improve your credit score first before applying. Now, what do you do if you can't get car finance yet? Car finance companies and lenders check every applicant's credit history and score before offering a deal. Now, a credit score reflects your history of managing and repaying debts. Now, if you've just moved to the country, there's a high chance you may not have a comprehensive credit score. So you might find yourself in a difficult situation when having to prove your credit worthiness. Lenders use a credit scoring system because it shows a detailed description of your previous financial history, from debts with other creditors to whether or not you have had any county court judgments, have been declared bankrupt, or factors that may have affected your credit score negatively. Your credit report is also useful to car finance providers because it's a good indicator of how well you have repaid loans in the past. Start building your credit score by applying for a credit builder credit card or loan, such as Logbox, or taking out a mobile phone contract. Now, building your credit score. There are different ways of working on your credit score. Now, the first thing I would advise is to register on the electoral roll as soon as you have a permanent address. This can have a positive impact on your credit score. Also consider taking a small credit building loan. I would recommend Logbox, or you can try getting a credit card designed for building credit. Now, use your credit card for small purchases and pay it off in full each month. Now, always pay your bills on time, including mobile phone contracts, utility bills, and any existing loans or credit cards. Now, limit your applications for credit, as too many applications in a short period of time can negatively impact your credit score. Now, use apps like ClearScore or Credit Karma to keep track of your credit score. It's very important. Some alternative financing options for securing a vehicle in the UK include going for a personal loan. Now, borrowing money from a family member or a friend to purchase the car outright could be a better option for you. Now, this option offers full ownership of the vehicle from the start without any restrictions or limitations. The other way to go about this is through a guarantor loan. Now, this type of loan can be beneficial for young drivers and new UK residents. By having a guarantor such as a family member co-sign the loan, it can increase the chances of approval, especially for those with limited credit history. Now, by following these steps, you'll be better prepared to navigate the process of obtaining car finance in the UK, even as a new resident. Remember, building a good credit score takes time, but it opens up many financial opportunities, including the ability to finance your car. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really excited to keep creating vital financial information videos like this, and I would love to hear from you. So please send me any questions in the comment section, and I'll be happy to provide answers to you directly, or create a video to answer the question. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends so that we can all benefit as well.